Hello and welcome to SGDC! Woo! With your edgy host, Aaron. It's time to show your stuff. First up, Nada? That's what it says on the Discord. To be fair, they don't have a role on the Discord, so I don't know if they're actually here in the house.
Oh, no, sorry, I heard. I was on the private.
Are you private? Oh, you are. Oh. I'm sure it said no earlier, but okay. Cool. In that case, Lewis is up first.
So I'm Lewis, and I am making Brawlers of Duality, and last week I did Next Fest, and for the last month I've been doing Indie Quest. So we'll start with the Next Fest results. I'm pretty happy with these, but for other groups this might be a small number. So I got about 300 wish lists and nearly 100 new players. On the bad side, I only got about 8 minutes per player of playtime. But it is a multiplayer game, so that is enough time for one match. But yeah, I would have been happier with a higher number. But a good amount of players only played for less than a minute, just like opening the game. And then another good amount of players played more than one match worth of time. So kind of happy, kind of unhappy about that. And then the happiest thing is I got fan mail. And one guy was so excited about the game, he found my old website and messaged me about characters and stuff, and it was cool. And now I am motivated to do more marketing. So, yeah. And then, so I did some trial and error stuff with marketing over the past couple weeks, where I've posted on Reddit and Twitter and TikTok and all over the place. And pretty much I found out videos do the best, and yeah, so the thing here is just like a video of me doing boxing and then me animating it. And another trial and error thing I did is I tried like 2 different editing styles for the same video to see which one did better. And I found the one that gets to the point the fastest does the best, and like showing things side by side did really well. And then on to Indie Quest stuff. So I've never really done 2D art, so here's like my first couple days of doing Indie Quest and like getting my feet wet, using a pencil and learning some stuff, and then here's some more recent things I've been doing, and yeah. So any questions? Cool. Oh.
What are your plans for what you do next?
So I plan on releasing my game next month. So I want to do some stages. So this one in the bottom right is a white box of a new stage that I'm going to do for my game. Just to add more visual variety and kind of flesh out the lore of the game more so people understand what I'm going for. So yeah. Cool. And that's it.
Next up to give us a development update, it's Glenn.
I have a build of the game. I don't have a very big update. I didn't, like the past 2 weeks I've been feeling quite bad, so I haven't done a whole lot. So there's just some small updates. And there were like so few people presenting, and I'm wearing my favorite hoodie. And James isn't here, so I thought, why not present? So I'll just open a file. Yeah, I mean this is the same park as that I showed like more than a month ago, yeah. But there's like some small things that are different. I just worked a lot on the pool editor, and like now it's just easier to use, and like you also see where the slides will end, so you can keep that into account, and then like you can use the delete key and everything. And if you before wanted to change the shape of the pool, you would have to. For example, if you wanted to make this area shorter, you would have to remove this side, then like make this shorter, make this shorter, and then connect those again. And like that's a lot of work. So let me undo all that. Now like you can just move this one. And like it's small things like that I've been working on. Oh yeah, so I'll also let this fill up. Maybe I'll just fill up all the directions at once. Now when you place decoration, or maybe let's take a boat. When you place it, there's like a little pop animation, and then when you remove it, they like disappear. Oh, that's the thing I wanted. So, like small stuff like that. And then I think one more change I can show. If I just spawn a lot of people. Now when people want to go into the pool, they wait. I don't know if we can see it. Maybe it's not good. Like they will queue and wait until one person has used the ladder before the next will go. And yeah, just so small polish things like that. Oh. Yes. That's it. Any questions? No question. Yes.
Me?
Casper, yes.
Yes. Will you have collision if someone hits someone in the water?
The people won't have collision with each other now.
Alright.
They will try to avoid each other with like steering behaviors. But yeah. Any others? I mean, yes, you first.
What's next?
I'm working on the lazy river. I hope I can show that next week, maybe after the game jam. We'll see. Yes, Aaron?
Are guests only able to get into the pool by going down the ladder, or can they also like jump in from the side?
Well, if you can actually allow guests to jump from the side. This is such a weird question that I could answer in like a specific way. Let's see if I and then create some new people. Maybe they will just. No, I think they will still prefer. Oh my god, they're all holding the ladder. I think if there is a ladder or any other way to enter, they will choose that one first. But if there is no ladder or no like shallow area, then they will jump in. But yeah, I'll show that next time. That's it.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm
yes. Hello.
here. I have a question. When you started playing, the water in the slides came in. Is it actually connected of how long they are? Because I could see that like some of the water hits the pool quite late, so
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll have to wait too long. But yeah, it like uses some physics calculation, but it's still very. I want to make it way better. No, these aren't going because the pool is closed. The slide is closed. Anyway, that's it then. I think. Yes. Thanks for the attention.
A very confusing topic up next. Just yes from Danny.
All right. It's been a while since I did an update last, so this is also a bit of a reintroduction. Which is the right button? Is this the button? I pressed the button. All right. So yeah, I'm Danny. I'm 50% of Go Galago Games, working with my brother on it, on a game that's published by Spelkollektivet. So now that James is out of the house, I thought like Glenn that this would be a perfect time to showcase. Yeah, so I'm working with my brother on Core, which is like a hack and slash bus rush shoot 'em up game. I've done a lot of stuff, so this is just some stuff, the more sexy stuff, not so much the boring system design stuff in the background. But also like just what have I been doing? I mean, I've also, apart from getting abused by Casper, I've also been doing like a bit of backstage setting stuff up and preparing, which I thought was really interesting and fun to do. I've also been helping the CanCat team with their trailer for Syntaxia. So that's coming up soon TM, so you'll know who to blame for that thing. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, I don't think I actually ever showed the buzz fight for the thing that I showed last time. This is the first tutorial buzz thing. But yeah, that's how that pretty much ended up. But anyways, last time I also showed this concept thing that I did. I wasn't super happy about the head, so I did a little bit of a change to it. And this is how the fight looks now. Yeah. It's still, some of the animations are still rough, but you can try to sort of get the idea of how the fight goes. Yeah. But anyways, also wanted to talk a bit about the head, because I'm like a lazy animator all the way through, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. So I just wanted to talk really quick about some of the things that I did to just like make that happen. So first of all, I have like an animated pivot point where I have like a rotation pivot point for the face, so that it'll turn around to face like the player, and on that I will have a game object that will track that point. So, but not like parented, because I don't want the rotation with it. And then I have spring bones for like a lot of these little things. But some of them I also like wanted to like have some control over, so I also have those parented to like a pivot point that I can just directly animate for some expressions. And then I'll have some spring bones on those. And then on like this little eye thing, I added like, I also had like a rotation point and then had this goggle midsection like follow that point until like it parallaxed like this. And I did the same thing for the eye. But I also had like a little like handmade like for animated thing for that, so that it could do a little bit of eye flicker, because like if people just follow the player like in like completely, like that doesn't feel entirely right. So there's like a little bit of an eye jitter to that. And then of course I would like have the eye like follow that point, and then I would have like a randomized blinking effect on that. And so with all of this, like there's just a lot of this motion is just like reacting to the player's movement, a little bit of animation stuff to take care of some details, but I get to be very lazy animating like this, and then still have something that feels very animated and responsive to player stuff. So that was fun. I don't know why I added this one again. I can't remember, but lazy me, I guess. This was a thing that I also was working on a concept, and then I finished that. So I think this is what I'll be going with. Cut that stuff up. This was also a thing that a concept that I did, but I wasn't entirely satisfied with the face. So this is where I am right now. And now I'm like doing a bit of animation test with that, with some water effects, which is not really going super well right now, but I'm learning. And right now it doesn't really feel super threatening for the player, so that's something that I'll have to work with as well. But yeah, this was just some other animation stuff that I was having fun with, and that's pretty much all I think I put into the presentation. Yeah, any questions? Yes.
Who does what on your team?
Who does what?
Yeah, on the team. What does your brother do and what do you do?
My brother does music, and he also does some programming. Right now he's working on like the dialogue system. And I'm doing gameplay programming, and I'm doing art and animation and game design and writing. Yes. Yes.
Do you think about the way you're gonna like cut up and animate the monsters while you're designing them? Or is it...
Partially. Sometimes I don't spend enough time, and then I'm like, oh no, what did I do? So I should probably spend more time doing that. Like for an example, this thing. Like I was thinking with the neck and everything that it would be easy to just be, I'll just have some kinematic stuff going there, but that's not going to be as easy as I thought it might be for this specific boss fight. I'll figure out some lazy solution eventually, I'm sure. No. Yes. Thank you.
That appears to be all the public ones for today. Very fast, very quick going through all of them. So, yeah. Does this work? It does. We have a Patreon. I don't know how often it gets shouted out anymore, but it is there if you want to support us. Otherwise, we'll be back next week for more SGDC. Bye-bye.
Bye.